How's it going, folks? So the video that I had done a reaction to and posted on Thursday ended up being copyright blocked, so I just ended up removing it entirely, and then I just did not have time to record a reaction for yesterday, Friday, but here I am. I'm back with another reaction video. This time it's the band called Faen with the song Nattas, Konga, and it's a band from Marius Danielson, an old school band from Marius Danielson, and apparently this is the first new song from his band, Pure Faen, in 15 years. 15 years, so I'm really excited to see what this is all about, and without further ado, let's give it a listen, shall we? Rangers, go.
Se pur faen i byen. Nå skal det faen meg bli fast. Kvinnfolk, øl og rock'n'roll, det et kjærlig syn. Det pur faen som rocker mest. Nå har det gått ei stund, men nok er nok. Glem all den skiten på radioen, der blir det skikkelig råd. Alle folka på plass, de står og rocker med full plass. Så easy, welcome to the show. Kjør deg klar, her kommer Nattas Konga. Wow, wow. Nå vi på plass nok en gang. Vi skal gi det et helvetes rock'n'roll show. Showet så vidt i gang, stemninga står i taket. Vi slukker bålet med bensin. Det for sent å styr, nå blir det rock'n'roll. Ikke noe å si på energien. Showet så vidt i gang, stemninga står i taket. Alkohol flyter fritt, det ingen vei tilbake. Du klar for et gedigent party? Nå skal vi ha det steik og artig. Og easy, welcome to the show. Kjør deg klar, her kommer Nattas Konga. Wow, wow. Nå vi på plass nok en gang. Vi skal gi det et helvetes rock'n'roll show. Kjør deg klar, her kommer Nattas Konga. Wow, nå vi på plass nok en gang. Vi skal gi det et helvetes rock'n'roll show. Ja!
All right, that last scream, y'all know. I mean, that's how you end a song, right there. Simple as that. But very interesting here. Very, very interesting to hear, something with this sound from Marius Danielson. Anyone who's familiar with his Legend of Valley Doom saga, quite epic, fantastical power metal and all that. Whereas this was much more grounded, much more like hard rock, heavy metal kind of vibe. So quite different from what we're used to hearing from Sir Danielson. But interesting. 15 years. Cool that they're starting, up again or what have you. And this is kind of the first song to release after 15 years, and it's a safe song. It's kind of appropriate, I guess, for this to be maybe an introduction to perhaps the new era of the band. I'm not sure quite how far they're planning to take it, if they're going to release a new album, or, how much new material they're actually going to release from this band. But, it's kind of just it definitely has that feeling of here we are, we're back again, get ready to kind of party and rock and roll. So it definitely has those vibes. Like I said, it's quite straightforward. There's nothing too fancy about it. The guitar solo was really, really tight. I really enjoyed that there in the bridge. And, it's the sort of song where there's not it's not like there's like really anything negative about it. It's straightforward. It's relatively safe. It kind of has a familiar formula for a hard rock kind of party. Kind of fists in the air sort of song. A good song for a live setting, I would say. The guitar riffs were nice. I do like the melody in the chorus, even if that even feels somewhat familiar and formulaic. It still has a nice melody. It's kind of contagious and infectious. It's fun. The vocals were done well. Like I said, I mean, that power metal scream at the end was tight. The drum work was pretty cool. There's this one, little drum solo fill thing that was really tight. I would have liked maybe to have heard a little bit more of like some fancy, drum work sporadically throughout. But, at the end of the day, it is kind of a straightforward sort of hard rock song. So you don't want to do too much, for this style, I guess. Just for what they're going for, it all worked. And like I said, it had a good melody. It, had a good sound. It definitely has that infectious kind of quality, that fun, we're back together, let's party kind of feel about it. And for the style, it's not a bad song. Now, yeah, it is somewhat straightforward, like I said, formulaic and whatnot, but it does it well enough. And again, the chorus is fun. So, yeah, it's just an interesting song to hear, and it makes me curious about if the band is going to keep making more material in this style, and how far they're going to take it. But other than that, like I said, there's nothing really negative I could say about the song, because it does what it does well. But it also doesn't really set the world on fire or anything. It's somewhat of a familiar sounding, kind of standard fare sort of song. But yeah, I had fun listening to it. It doesn't necessarily what's the word I'm looking for? Like stand out from the crowd, too much. But I still like it, and yeah, I'm just curious to see what else they're gonna do. And it was very interesting hearing something like this from Marius Danielson. So yeah, maybe a little bit more edge, maybe a little bit more grit, a little bit more. Of a non-standard, songwriting formula, a little bit more creativity thrown in, a little extra spice and flavor, would definitely be welcome. But for a first song in 15 years, this kind of does the job of just maybe getting people psyched and say, hey, this is what we're like if you're not familiar with us before, because I never listened to the band's, previous materials, first time listen for me. So it's a good representation of saying, hey, this is what the band's about. This is our style. We're back. And so it serves its purpose. It serves its purpose. So that's what I got to say about that. I'm curious to see if they, have plans to continue forth as pure Faen and whatnot. But let me know in the comments down below, folks. What are your thoughts on this song? Are you familiar with this band? Have you heard anything from them before? Is this your first time listening? And like I said, what are your thoughts on this song here? Let me know, and I'll catch y'all next time. Ranger, out.